Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. I found a receipt with the address of Dan Wilkinson's drugstore in Holton. Do you know the owner?
Yeah, there aren't many pharmacies in Holton. It's a small town.
If you could contact Wilkinson now and question him, see if he remembers the client. Time is of the essence.
The FBI's wish is my command. Show me the receipt. I'll call Dan. Dan? Hi, it's Sheriff Halloway. I'd like some information on a receipt from your store. Okay, good. Thanks for your help. Tell Martha I say hi. Dan remembers a man in his 40s, black hair. Says he seemed nervous, kind of in a rush.
It's a bit vague, but it's better than nothing. Thanks for the info. I'd better call Claire to give her the killer's description.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. A Holton pharmacist vaguely remembers a customer who could very well be our man. About 40 years old, black hair.
It's not much, but it will allow me to rule out some suspects. I'll enter it into my database. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. Listen, Sheriff, I want this to be clear. I have proof that you sent samples to be analyzed without my authority. Here, it's the FBI who leads the investigation. If you forget that, or decide to ignore it, I'll break you.
Take it easy, Agent McPherson. Sounds like I've touched a nerve.
I don't have time to play who's the bitchiest. Believe you me, that is one contest you'll lose. So unless you want to be charged with obstruction of justice, I advise you to tell me what you found.
Okay. I took 2 samples, which I sent to the lab. They're yours. I also found this in the living room. It looks like some kind of electronic key.
Very good. I hope I won't have any other occasion to lose my temper with you, Sheriff.
We'll leave it at that, Agent McPherson.
Section 5.
The oil lamp's empty. I'm gonna have to fill it if I want some light. Shit. I hate playing with fire. I have no other choice. I don't see anything. There we go. The lamp is lit. One more match and I would have cracked. Sentence. This weirdo is totally in character. I'm almost certain that there's something behind this blackboard. coating seems very fresh. What are we trying to cover up? Old accounting book. It seems to be from the 20s. And out of order still. This cave was used to make moonshine. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. A circular saw. God, I hope it's only for woodworking. A circular saw. The address on the gas cylinder is a gas station in St. George, Quebec. I should call Claire about this. Claire, it's Vic. Can you check something for me ASAP? I'm sending you the address of a gas station in Quebec. Urgent, of course. There are burnt fragments under the furnace. It's not coal. Bit of plastic. There's part of a name. Lee. I bet it's a fragment of a credit card or something belonging to Dorothy Lee, the 8th victim. This looks like burnt hair. This coating seems very... This tap seems to be working. It'll be useful if I need water. The hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty. cz.5, New Hampshire. Claire could trace the plate number.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I found a plate number on an old truck. RZZ354, New Hampshire.
I'll ask Kingsley to check it out. He can't refuse me anything. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
It's like being in an abandoned morgue. Claire would have a heart attack if she saw the state of this room. A little blood on an autopsy table. There's nothing more natural, Claire would say. But in a squalid cellar, not so much. A little blood on an autopsy table. There's nothing more natural. Condemned door. I think there are traces on the wall. I can barely notice them with the naked eye. Condemned. The microscope reveals tiny traces of color on the wall. They need to be analyzed. Yes, Claire?
I have a bit of information for you. The former owner of the truck remembers a name, sort of. Something like Parson or Carson or Manson. It's not much, but it's enough to exclude the rest of the phone book.
Nicely done, Claire. I better watch out. You'll have my job if I'm not careful.
In your dreams. I'll let you chase the villains. I'm just fine here behind my microscope. See you later.
There's a bare footprint on the ground. The killer left a message. Dead? For his sake, I hope she's not. It looks like a countdown clock. It's turned off. Something weird about the sleeve. There's a tear and some discoloration. These look like drops of blood. Or tomato juice, I guess. But for some reason I'm leaning toward the first theory. Just as I expected. Stains that look like blood have appeared on the shirt. If I send this blood sample to Claire, she could perform a more thorough test.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I took blood samples on a lab coat from a man I haven't been able to ID. It could very well be the killer's blood. I'm sending you the results of the test I did.
Okay, I'll run a complete test and compare it with the other samples linked to the case. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
It's impossible to open. Hernandez's name is on the label, as long as it's just a dummy. Label with Hawker's name on it. Something tells me the killer's not too fond of him. This label's for me. Okay, I think I got the message. There are marks on the ground. Looks like a heavy object was dragged from here. The floor has been scrubbed in this spot. Not a good sign. Shit. Given the amount of blood, someone's not having a good day. Dolores Wilkins, the killer's first victim. A note left by our friendly neighborhood butcher. One chance. I have no idea what that means. Janet. Janet Connolly is the third victim we found. Joyce, as in Joyce Dickinson, the second victim. Olivia Wong, the last victim in 2006. Dora. Probably Dora Simon, the fourth victim. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. There's something shiny on the ground. What is it? Looks like little pieces of broken glass. Gotta take a sample. I don't see anything. A lever. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints on it. A fuse box. The circuits are completely fried. I doubt this color is just for decoration. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. These inscriptions seem really awkward. I wonder who actually wrote them. I knew it. It's the killer who wrote these inscriptions. Part of his sick little game. A poster. I can't think of the actress's name. Damn, that piece of shit bit me! I feel better. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here.